Hey everyone, your grade 12 English exam is right around the corner, and I want to let you in on a little secret. Getting top marks isn't just about what you know, it's about how you take the test. So today, we are going to do a complete strategic walkthrough of the mock exam. We're going to break down every single section and give you the winning strategy.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to tear this exam paper apart, see what it's made of. Then we'll dive into specific strategies for listening, vocabulary and grammar, reading, and of course, writing. And at the end, we'll wrap it all up with a quick summary of the most important tips. Think of this as your roadmap to a great score.
So this is really the big question, isn't it? It's one thing to know English, but it's another thing entirely to know how to tackle the exam itself. Trust me, by the end of this, you are going to have the tools to walk into that exam room feeling totally confident.
All right, let's dive right in. Look, the first rule of any challenge is you have to know what you're up against. Understanding the structure of this exam and where the marks are is absolutely the foundation of a good strategy. Okay, so let's look at how the marks are broken down. Do you see it? Reading is worth 25 and writing is worth 20. If you put those two together, that is 45 out of 70 total marks. That's huge. It's the vast majority of your grade. This tells us exactly where we need to focus our time and energy, but you still need a solid plan for every section to get those top marks.
First up, listening. The absolute key here is to realize you don't need to understand every single word they say. This is all about active, targeted listening. You're basically a detective hunting for specific clues. Let me show you what I mean.
Let's take a look at a classic example here, question 7. Your goal is to figure out where Helena gets distracted. But here's the trick. The work starts before the audio even plays. As soon as you read this question, your brain should be getting ready for what to listen for.
And here's that strategy in action. Instead of just letting the audio wash over you, you are actively hunting for keywords like losing attention or working. You're already thinking about the context, in this case, a place. That way, when the speaker mentions something about distractions at home, your brain just lights up and flags it. You've filtered out all the noise and boom, you've got the points.
Next up, vocab and grammar. You know, these questions can look a little tricky, but they almost always give you a massive clue to the right answer. And it's usually hidden in plain sight. That clue is always the context. Take a look at question 19. Now, before you even look at the options, just focus on the sentence itself. What feeling do loud sounds of cars' horns usually make you feel? Relaxed? Probably not.
That right there, that phrase is your golden ticket. Loud sounds of cars' horns. I mean, that kind of noise doesn't exactly make people feel relaxed or fascinated, right? It really only does one thing.
It makes them irritated. And this just perfectly shows the strategy. Let the sentence itself point you to the answer. The clues are almost always right there in the question. Okay, now for some grammar, especially verb tenses. A question like this is basically just a little puzzle about the order of events. We have two things that happened in the past. I saw the news, and the police announced the deaths. The whole question is just asking which one happened first. Well, logically, the police had to announce the news before you could see it on the news, right? Of course. So the announcement is the earlier action. And in English, when we want to show that one past action happened before another past action, we use the past perfect tense, had announced. It's a simple little rule just for showing sequence. Okay, now we've reached the biggest section of them all, reading, worth a massive 25 marks. And my single best strategy for you here might sound a little weird. Do not read the entire text first. Instead, read the question, and then become a detective, hunting for the specific evidence in the text to answer it. Check out this true-false question. The statement says dolphins are similar to humans. Now, your job isn't to guess or use your own knowledge, it's to find proof in the text. So you scan for keywords like dolphins, similar, humans. And there it is. Protect the weakest, as we do. The text literally makes the comparison for you. It's a direct match. The answer is true. No deep thinking required. All right, let's do one more super quick. Question 36 has a number in it, and numbers are fantastic keywords because they're so easy to spot. The statement is about dividing 60 minutes of activity. And bam! Right there, the text gives you the answer, word for word. This does not have to be done all at one time. It couldn't be any clearer. You have to remember, for the reading section, you are an evidence detective. Find the proof, write the answer, and move on.
And now we come to the section that can cause the most stress, writing. But here's the secret. A high-scoring essay is not about using a bunch of fancy, complicated words. It's about having a clear, organized structure. That's it.
So here's a pretty typical prompt. The single biggest mistake students make is they just start writing with absolutely no plan. To get the marks, you have to give the examiner a clear, easy-to-follow argument. So, how do we do that? You follow this simple 4-step plan. Number 1, choose a side. Agree or disagree. It honestly doesn't matter which one. Just pick one and stick to it. 2, brainstorm 2 solid reasons to back it up. Like you could say ads inform consumers and ads drive competition. 3, write it. A short intro stating your opinion, 1 paragraph for each of your 2 points, and a quick conclusion. 4, review. Always leave a minute or 2 at the end to catch any simple mistakes. See, this structure turns a scary task into a simple checklist. Phew, we have covered a lot of ground today. So now let's boil everything down into the most essential strategies that you need to take with you on exam day. So here they are, the key takeaways. For listening, you hunt for key words. For vocabulary and grammar, let the context be your guide. For reading, be that evidence detective. Always read the question first. And for writing, remember, structure is everything. Use that 4-step plan. These are your keys to unlocking top marks in every section. So we've deconstructed the exam, and we've armed you with a specific strategy for every single part. The mystery's gone. Now is all about execution. You've got the tools and you've got the plan. So the only question left is, are you ready to go in there and show them what you can do? Good luck.